A month ago, I did a video where I had discussed Killscreen's Prison Architect review. In that video, I said that that was the biggest example of a non-review I had ever seen in my life, but that I would not be shocked in the least if in a month's time something else came up that just outdid even that. Like some sort of prophet or just psychic premonition, here I sit a month later having found that. And of course, Killscreen had to outdo themselves because no one else could. So Killscreen did a review of the new Tomb Raider game. This thing is just... I'm not even sure how to classify it. A psychological analysis? A psychiatrist's report? A self-masturbatory wank fest? I don't know what this is! For as much as I railed on the Prison Architect review, they at least mentioned that there was a game in there at some point in the review. This doesn't. They maybe reference that they're talking about a game once or twice in this review, but that's it. Otherwise, this is some kind of whatever they want to call it. I'm not even sure. I'm going to, of course, link to this in the description because this is something that you just have to experience. It's almost beautiful, really. And if I'm reading this right, by the way, it's incredibly spoiler heavy. So, goody! They broke several cardinal rules of reviewing. Now see, I said this in the Prison Architect thing, and I'll say this here. If you want to do an opinion piece where you psychoanalyze a video game, go right ahead, I got no problem with that. You want to take a psychologist perspective and translate that into how they view a video game? Sure. I don't see a problem with that kind of article existing. I have a problem with this being classified as a review because you're giving a fucking score to it! There was no mention of mechanics. There was no mention of any kind of setting, gameplay, features, any of the very basic stuff you would expect. There was no mention of how it controlled, how it performed, how it even looked. Nothing. None. It did not exist in this. And you gave it a fucking score! There's a score on this. We don't know why. It's never mentioned why. Not once is anything brought up. At least in the Prison Architect review, they complain that, well, it's mostly because of mechanics, because it seems to try to be fun. I remember that. I remember that specific line, and I'm going back on that and saying that's an improvement. What in the ever-loving fuck? How is this a thing? How is this whatever the fuck even able to be done? How is this legally allowed to be classified as a review? How? How? It makes no goddamn sense. I am genuinely pissed off at this because this thing tries to pass itself off as a review for a game when it talks nothing about the game. This is, as of right now, the absolute worst thing I've ever seen that tries to tell me it's a review. It even says that in the fucking title that it's a review. No, this is not. And if there wasn't a score attached to it, I wouldn't give a damn. But there is. You cannot do that. You cannot attach a score to something where you do not mention anything at all about the product and then pass that off as a review. It doesn't work like that. There must be something in the water in kill screen offices. This is the second time in a month's time that I've seen something like this. I've been told there are even more articles or reviews like this, and I honestly wouldn't be shocked anymore. Kill Screen does not understand how reviews work. And that this is even happening is astounding to me. It really is. It's laughable. Well, it'd be even more laughable if this wasn't affecting the overall rating and score, and in some ways this could impact financially the game. I don't give a shit, personally, about... I have no horse in this race. I don't care if Square Enix or whoever owns the rights these days profits or not. What I find insulting is that they could, in fact, from this review, be losing money because someone will see this, they'll think, oh, it's a bad game, when there is nothing described in this. I hate that Metacritic is a thing, but it is, and people use that, and this impacts it. Don't attach a score to it. It's as simple as that. Don't attach a score to this. I wouldn't give a shit. But you did, so I do. How much you want to bet before Christmas I'm going to be doing another video like this again? Probably from Kill Screen again too, because they seem to try to outdo themselves. It must be a competition there. Anyway, this has been Math Machine just losing it because of Kill Screen. Again. Thanks. Peace out.